They're always there for us, and now it's time for us to be there for them. Our healthcare providers, our doctors, our nurses, all the people in the hospitals right now who are giving their all, pouring out their hearts and souls, working long hours, dealing with the danger. We need to be there for them. Please, anytime you see someone who's working in healthcare right now, thank them. And just look at this picture from the community around Elmhurst Hospital, the people of the community giving that encouragement, that love to all the people there fighting the battle for all of us. Let's make sure to show that gratitude every chance we get as we fight the coronavirus. I want to go over some more questions that New Yorkers have sent in. And remember, it's use hashtag AskMyMayor and add your name and your borough or neighborhood. And the first question is from Paul in the Bronx. And Paul asks a really important question. He says, what are the chances of tap water and electricity shutting down? Paul, I want you to know, I'm very confident in our water supply, our electricity. A lot has been done to protect it, to make sure it's always going to be there for us. We are proud as New Yorkers. We have the best water anywhere in the country. There's plans in place to make sure our supply will be constant. It's also really important to know that the coronavirus is not a waterborne disease, so people should really know that. It's very important to get the facts out. Coronavirus, not a waterborne disease. So the water supply is safe. It will be constant. The electricity supply, same thing. It will be there for us. And in both cases, in terms of your own home, so long as this crisis is going on, it's very clear there are rules in place to make sure no one will ever be cut off from electricity or from the water supply because they aren't able to pay the bills. We know a lot of people are stressed right now, but we have clear rules in place to maintain electricity, to maintain water supply in every home, regardless of ability to pay. Now, Angel sends in a question, and it's a real basic one. He says, is it safe to wash clothing in public laundromats? The answer, Angel, is yes. In fact, when we worked with the state on a plan for the pause, for the rules governing what was essential and what wasn't, laundromats were treated as essential because so many New Yorkers don't have a washing machine in their own home. They need a place to go to keep their clothes clean. So yes, you can go to laundromat. Now, first of all, remember, the laundromat, like every place else, practice social distancing. Remember those basic hygiene rules as well. It really matters. But also, it's important to know, here's some good news. Soap kills the coronavirus. So every time you're cleaning your clothes, you're doing something smart for yourself and everyone else. When you do so, wash the clothes at the warmest possible setting. And just remember, again, in any public place, that social distancing, keep in mind that 6 feet apart from people at all times. Finally, we have a question from Doug from Stuytown. And he says, when will a plan be announced to freeze rents for at least 90 days? And he said a lot of people are out of work. Well, Doug, you're right. And in fact, I think that time is right now. We're talking about the biggest economic crisis probably since the Great Depression, hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers out of work. So what I've called for is that we actually change the way we handle over 1 million apartments, means more than 2 million New Yorkers who are rent stabilized every year. They wait for a decision by the Rent Guidelines Board about whether they're going to have their rent go up or not. I've said that this year, because of the extreme stress people are under economically, we should actually suspend that process and not have that process by the Rent Guidelines Board. I've asked the state government, the governor, to help us do that. That means for over 2 million New Yorkers who are rent stabilized, there would be a rent freeze this year. So hopefully with the state of New York, we can get that done and then work on how we can help a lot of other people who are renters in New York City. So again, thank you everyone. These questions are fantastic, and keep them coming, and we'll keep the answers coming as well. Thank you.